Welcome to NickBite. Today I'm going to teach you on how to display progress chart in a form of speedometer. This speedometer chart is most commonly used in presenting KPI or key performance indicator that gives a better statistics overview of each and every target given by a company or a group. So let's begin.
Zombie apocalypse.
So let's start. First, we will create a new workbook. Then we're going to design our speedometer by creating speedometer elements. Our speedometer element will be like having start. There will be initial value, middle, we have also end, and finally the max value. In our start, we're going to declare 0 because this is the beginning of counter. The initial will be 15 or 15%. There will be like a middle around 45, and the end will be like around 40, and the maximum value we can put as 100. So later on, I'm going to discuss about this particular value which we set in each and every speedometer element. The next element that we're going to create in our speedometer is the pointer or the indicator that will show our progress. So to do that, we're going to declare a pointer table. This will have the value to be shown or the progress, and of course the pointer width. Finally, we need also end value. The value is the progress that we're going to display. Like for example, my KPI reach up to 45%, and my pointer width or the pointer is like 1%, and our end value is similarly to the speedometer will be equal to 200% minus the sum of value plus the pointer. But here we don't need the decimal place, so we're going to remove the decimal places. Now with this value, we'll be able to create our speedometer. Let's start to create insert a donut chart. This donut chart will be our base speedometer. So it's totally up to you how much height and width you're going to display in your Excel. So next we have to set or select data. Then we have to add our series or data series. The data series name, we're going to declare it as our speedometer. And then the values will be the value that we have been declared. Click OK once it's set, and again click OK. Next, we will hide the legends because we don't need this one, and we just want to keep our speedometer. Finally, we're going to rotate our donut chart so that we will have our speedometer design. Right click to our donut chart, format data series. In our format data series box, we have the angle of first slice. So the angle of our first slice, we have to declare around 270 degrees. So it will turn counterclockwise 90 degrees. Then we will click the blue part in our donut chart and we'll make it like no fill. Next, we don't need to have also borders in our donut chart to make it more clear and intact in color, specifically color, because in KPI it's very, very important to know the progress of your target, whether you achieve acceptable or you need improvement. For example, I declare here the initial value as a 15. This 15 should hold color red. It means that when you touch this area of KPI, you need improvement or you are in a bad statistics. The next one is the middle part. It means like around acceptable. So we're going to put it like orange color. And finally, our end value is like you are in the range of target achieved or in a satisfactory level. So we will put it around in a green shade. A green shade. So my speedometer, I want to have a little bit of thickness. So I'm going to say the donut hole around 65% to make it more thicker. All right, so we have our speedometer base. Now we're going to remove also the border. I don't want to have a border of our chart here as well as the fill, so it will be look like transparent when you're going to display it in your report. The next element that I discussed to you is the pointer. So let's add the pointer in our speedometer base. So by clicking select data, adding new data series, the series name we can put like up the pointer, and the value, of course. Okay, and hit OK button again. Now, as you can see, another donut chart created on top of our speedometer base. This will hold the pointer, or what we can say the thread, the needle of the speedometer. So we have to change the type of the donut chart so that we're going to see it in our speedometer. So let's right click on the chart, change type, chart type. Instead of donut, we're going to make it like a pie chart. And this should be our secondary axis. Hit OK. Next, we're going to rotate the pie chart to make it like as per our speedometer per gauge. So let's go to the format data series. Let's change the angle of first slice around 270 degrees. And then let's say I don't want to make it like having no line. Okay. So in the gray part, we have to say no fill. Oh, sorry. You have to click the gray part and say no fill, as well as the blue part, no fill. And we will keep our needle like red or black color to indicate or to display the progress. Now we will have our preliminary speedometer. This speedometer can be displayed also in our report, but we can add sort of beautification or additional elements like a label. For example, let's first test our speedometer whether it is working according to our requirement. For example, the value here I declare 35% and it's moving. Again, we will change the value of around 65%. It means we are in acceptable range. Now, to display this value in our speedometer, click the pie chart, and then we need to add our data labels. So don't worry, to display all of these other data labels, but simply we can remove it one by one, and we will keep only the one which we required. So actually this is the size of the pointer, but we can modify it according to our requirements. That is like we're going to say I need to display the value of my KPI. Next, I'm going to increase the height and make it bold. Now, to indicate that this is going to be the representation of speedometer, I'm going to highlight it in the blue color. Now, if I change it, for example, I want to make it 45%. There you go. If I want to make it like 20% of target achievement, again, it's on the orange color. And if I say like around 10%, it will be like in your critical range. The next part that we can add as well is the title of our speedometer, or we can say chart title. The chart title, commonly we can change it into our like KPI description. So for example, KPI 1, this is the description, and this is the value that we achieved. Around, for example, let's say you're in a good position, around 75% of target, well and good. And other part is we can hide these elements because we don't want that anybody to touch our report. And this is for the illustration. That's why I show you how to create the elements and the value that I declared to create this beautiful speedometer. And finally, here's the speedometer chart. If you like this video, please hit thumbs up and subscribe button. If you wish to get notified for new upcoming videos, please hit the bell button. And for any comments, suggestion, or topic that you want me to discuss, especially in Microsoft Excel, please leave your comments below. Thanks for watching.
Zombie apocalypse.